Hi everybody, I'm Sheila. Welcome to Yoga Charcuterie. I love a good charcuterie board, and I was looking at this great cookbook I have that has all sorts of wonderful charcuterie spreads, and I love the beauty of charcuterie boards, the variety of things that are on there. You just look at them with delight, and you carefully pick and choose what you need that day, what you want that day, what you want at that moment. And that got me thinking, bam, Yoga Charcuterie. So, thanks for joining me for Yoga Charcuterie. Today's practice is going to be a seated warm-up, and then you can look at the variety of the videos, and there'll be a standing warm-up, there will be a Warrior 2 focused charcuterie, there will be a Warrior 1 and Warrior 3. So just a variety of little different pieces that you can take off of your yoga charcuterie board. And when you need to practice, when you want to practice and you think about, what do I need in my body today? Oh, I need some cool down stretches, or I need a warm up to get ready for the day, or perhaps I really want to do some Warrior 2s. So I'm going to choose the Warrior 2 charcuterie off the charcuterie board. So thanks for joining me. As I mentioned, this first one, we're going to start with a seated warm-up. As you can see, I've got a chair, so go ahead and grab your chair if you're joining for this, obviously. Making sure that your chair is on a nice non-slip surface. So right now, I've got mine on a mat because otherwise it would slide on this concrete a little bit. If you have carpet, that's awesome, that's great. You also might notice I have a yoga block. I love using yoga blocks in my practice. If you like using those as well, go ahead and get that. If you don't like using those but don't have one in your home practice, thinking about something else that might suffice. Sometimes it's something as it's like a little teeny step stool. You know, lots of times we have those little step stools around, or it might be a really sturdy box block, something. Sometimes people use books. Whatever works for you. And most important thing when we practice, as we're doing with our charcuterie, we're choosing what we need for our body. So I offer some suggestions. You go ahead and take those suggestions and make them your own, so you fit what your body, your mind needs today. Thanks for joining me. Let's go ahead and begin. Set down my charcuterie book, and here we go. So coming to seated, for now I'm just going to set the block to the side. I'm going to find that strong spine, that long spine, allowing my feet to firmly plant on the floor as I come into this seated mountain pose. Like I said, spine is long and lifted, and yet shoulders are just softened down. Neck is long. And let's go ahead and start with just some slow, deep breaths as we awaken the body and get ready for movement. So maybe you soften your gaze, maybe you're outdoors like me, maybe you look out the window, but just taking a moment to settle in, draw your attention to your breath, and we'll come back to that throughout our practice, but come back to it in a way that works for you. So taking some slow inhales, exhales, feeling the expansiveness of your inhales and the softness of your exhales. And then from here, let's go ahead and inhale the arms up overhead, maybe lifting the gaze, reaching up, and on the exhale, just letting the arms come down, the chin come towards the chest, nice and slowly. Let's do that 2 more times, just creating that stretch in the spine, reaching up towards the light, and then bringing the arms down. Let's do 1 more. And then let's let the arms come down, let the chin come towards the chest as we take a few breaths, feeling the breath fill up and release the spine, release the back of the neck. Excellent. From here, go ahead and bring your head center and just begin some shoulder rolls. Again, moving in a way, you can have your hands on your thighs, you can have your arms down to the side, getting that nice movement. And maybe reversing the direction. Got so much bird activity around here this morning. ahead and come back to center. Let's inhale the arms up. Exhale as we let the shoulders soften down. And let's just whoosh. Bring the fingers alive, rolling the wrists a little bit, one direction and another. Maybe squeezing the fingers and then sending them out long, squeezing, releasing, just getting some movement in the hands. Let's let the arms come down. Couple shoulder rolls, and then let's inhale the arms up again to that, out to about shoulder height, if that feels good to you. And we're just going to turn our chin, so we're looking towards either hand you choose. And maybe a little wiggling of the fingers as we feel that energy moving from fingertip to fingertip. And then let's bring the hands back down as we bring the head center, drop the chin towards the chest. And again, inhaling as we bring the arms out, exhaling as we let the shoulders soften, turning to look over the opposite shoulder. Coming back to center, letting the head come down, arms come down. Awesome. From here, let's go ahead and inhale the arms up. And on the exhale, let's bring the hands behind the back, either interlacing, maybe bringing to the ears or even to the shoulders. So see what feels best to you as we move into this mini cow and cat. So with my feet firmly planted, I'm going to inhale as I really stretch. Open the chest, open the elbows, and as I exhale, I'm going to tuck my chin, tuck my elbows. So inhaling and exhaling. Couple more times. Let's open the elbows wide. Bring the spine back to neutral and just release the arms down. Taking a few breaths, maybe rolling one shoulder and then the other, just releasing the shoulders a little bit. Excellent. From here, let's move into a full cow and cat. I'm going to turn towards the side just so you can see. You can stay exactly where you are. Again, feet are about hip distance apart and maybe even a little further to give us more space as we open up. And as we inhale, we soften the belly and lift the gaze coming into our cow. As we exhale, we tuck and round for our cat. So just moving at your own pace, at your own breath. Noticing if you have any tightness. Anything you can release as you exhale. And maybe one more round of cow and cat. And then coming back to our neutral spine, resetting yourself. All right, moving to some twists to get the spine as we work to get the spine moving in all 6 directions. Let's go ahead and inhale the arms up. Let's open to cactus arms. Inhale as we reach. On the exhale, we're going to open arms for a twist either side. And then we'll sweep that back arm down, around, and up. And we'll open to cactus arms. Inhale as you reach. Exhale as you sweep the back arm to twist. Inhale, center. So moving at your own pace as we go through this cactus opener, chest opener, spinal twist. Knees are staying facing forward. And enjoying those twists on our exhales, rising on our inhales. And then this next time we come through to your twist, let's go ahead and hold here just for a few breaths, letting the hands soften down. Maybe you look out over the back shoulder or the front shoulder, see what feels better on your neck, which one your body needs more. breaths. And then let's go ahead and find an inhale to reach up. Exhale to cactus arms. Inhale as you reach. And exhale, we're going to soften into the twist on this side. Spine stays long and tall, but we're just sort of wringing out that spine as we breathe. Maybe softening on the exhales. And on your next inhale, go ahead and bring the arms center. Open to cactus arms. Inhale as you reach. Let's roll the wrists as we bring the arms down. Excellent. From here, we're going to slowly heel toe our feet, really getting a nice stretch in our feet as we heel toe them open. Coming to a solid spot where you feel comfortable. Toes are out, heels are in. Spine is long and strong. Excellent. Now, we're going to move into some side bending flow. So let's go ahead and bring our hands through to heart center. And then we're going to open strong, like we're pushing away. We're taking all this energy and whoosh, strong arms. Fingertips up to the sky if that feels good to you. If not, straight out is excellent as well. And then we're going to reach either direction, putting one arm into the thigh as we reach, and then we'll come back center again, whoosh, lots of energy, and then we reach to the other side, come back to center. We hinge at the hips as we just sweep down a little bit, and then we open up and bring the hands through to heart center. Excellent. Let's move through that a few more times. Pushing out, reaching as we push into that thigh with the forearm, coming back center, reaching, back center, sweeping the arms down around, coming back up, and one last time, whoosh. Sound effects are always optional, but I like them sometimes to remind me just of the energy and how I want that strength and that energy flowing. Releasing, sending it out into the world, right? Bringing the hands back through heart center. Resetting yourself. Let's go ahead and I invite you to take a nice slow inhale in. On the exhale, we're just going to gently twist. Choose your side. And then we're going to come back center. And twist to the other side. Back center. Sweep the arms, coming up, bringing your hands through heart center. From here, let's go ahead and heel toe the feet in. Excellent. We're going to transition by turning to the side a little bit. I'm going to turn to the side. It depends a lot on your chair. You may be able to stay just as you are, but moving towards the front of your chair. All right, we're going to do some boat leans in boat pose. Really activating the core, waking up the core. Now, if you have a block you like to use, this is a great time for that prop, something in that you can hold on. If not, you can bring your hands together, or hands can be out long in front of you. So with this long spine, bringing the block out in front of us, shoulders are nice and soft. We're going to inhale as we lengthen the spine. On the exhale, we're going to hug that low belly in as we just lean back into boat pose a little bit. Taking an inhale in. And on the exhale, we're going to hug in and rise. Inhaling as we lengthen the spine. Exhaling as we lean. Spine stays nice and long. Inhaling as we prepare. Exhaling as we hug in and rise. One more inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling as we prepare. Exhaling, hugging in and rising. Letting the block come to our knees. Maybe we soften over the block, coming into a bit of a forward fold. Or we can release the block, letting the hands come to the ground, or even coming to the block, Just coming into a seated forward fold. Taking a few breaths here. Walking the hands back up the legs to your long spine. I'm going to turn back. Keep glancing up every so often. I have birds flying overhead, so it's just fun to watch them. Just so, excuse me, as I look away sometimes. Excellent. From here, let's just continue our complete activation here by warming up, releasing, stretching the ankles and the feet. So taking either foot, one foot at a time, into your hands. So you could keep your heel on the ground to do ankle circles. You could lift up underneath, okay? If that feels good. You could lift up in front. Sometimes it just depends on the length of your arms and the length of your legs to do what feels comfortable and allows you to keep your spine long and strong. So I'm just rolling my ankle in one direction, in the other, little pointing, little flexing. And then let's bring that foot to stillness and squeeze the toes together. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then finding space, releasing the toes, stretching them apart, and switching sides. Again, choosing which option works well for you. And just rolling. Pointing and flexing. And let's squeeze those toes together. And then really stretch. Wiggle the toes, try to release, finding space between the toes as we work to strengthen each toe. Releasing the foot down. A few shoulder rolls, and we are going to transition to standing. So a couple options here. Maybe you like pushing into your thighs, rising, adding those arms overhead, and then coming back down to the chair. Or you like sweeping your arms up and coming back down. So we'll do about 4 or 5 of these. And let's do one more after this. And then go ahead and stay up once you come up. Maybe lifting the gaze, looking up towards your hands in this tall mountain pose. And then let's roll the wrists again, bringing the arms down. Bending the knees, sweeping the arms up, bringing the hands through heart center. Awesome. You are ready to go for what comes next. Thanks for coming out and practicing, joining me for this Charcuterie yoga warm-up series. Feel free to jump on to another one of this series if you like, or use this to set your day in motion. Be well, take care of yourselves, and thank you.